Guys, what's going on? I was listening to a short earlier today, and they were talking about firearms owners, wanting to start carrying their firearms. So talking about holsters, leather, kydex, combination, in the waistband, out the waistband, appendix, 3, 6, 9 o'clock if you're opposite handed, mags, in the waistband, out the waistband, sidecar if you're carrying appendix, neo mag if you're carrying in your pocket. And it brought to mind when I first got into law enforcement, we were issued our firearm and our holsters. Shortly thereafter, we were issued a brand new firearm and a brand new Safariland holster. But the Safariland holster was marketed as a triple retention holster, but it really panned out to be a full-wave retention holster. We nicknamed it the Widowmaker. Other agencies may have done the same thing. If you know, you know. It was a very hard to deal with holster. You had to practice a lot. When training staff issued the holster, they said you need to go home, get 500 reps through this holster to know how it operates, become proficient with it, train with it. That way you're good to go whenever we go to qualify. So qualification day come up, I did everything I was supposed to do. I was good to go. I felt comfortable. We get out on the range and the buzzer goes off. I put my rounds down range and I see people outside, yanking, tugging, squirming, just all over the place because they didn't become proficient with their equipment. They didn't train. They didn't practice. They didn't do the 500 reps. So really all they were doing was taking up time, space, and oxygen because they didn't practice, they didn't train the way they were going to be fighting, the way they were carrying. And that's what I'm here to say is when we go to the range, we strap up our sweet Cobra buckle, war belt, shooter belt, mags placed right here, good to go. We're out there shooting, practicing that, establishing that master grip, punching out, sight picture, getting led down range where it goes. And then we're done for the day. We load up our mags with our self-defense ammunition. And then what do? We don't strap on the war belt or the battle belt, with our weapon, here, right here. We put it in the holster and then you put it, appendix carry, 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock and you put your shirt over it. Well, you're not practicing that way. So if a real world situation occurs where you have to utilize force against someone to protect yourself or others, and you're not used to that stress, type of situation, you're over here grabbing for your weapon. Well, it's here in your waistband under your shirt or here in your waistband under your shirt. You're not going to the range and practicing the way you carry. You need to practice the way you carry. Now, it's fine to do, some things here and there, but the way you carry most of the time is the way you need to be practicing. And with that, you need to be able to reholster that weapon without staring at the holster and taking your eyes off of the alleged